Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the 2C notes, which are Imperial standard units. So at the end of this, you should be able to convert units from metric to standard and also be able to convert units from standard to metric. Alright, so they're actually on page 41. There's a nice big conversion table, so let's stick that in there. It's this thing here. So it's pretty big, gives you a bunch of stuff that we need to know. So let's use this, and we're going to use this to try out example 5 from page 41. Alright, so alright, part A says convert 4 yards to meters. So looking up here, we've got yards to mile, and then we have yards to centimeters. We don't have anything from yards to meters. So let's first at least convert it from the imperial to metric. Okay, so again, imperial is what we call standard. Same thing. So let's take our 4 yards and turn it into centimeters. So we know that 1 yard equals 91.44 centimeters. 91.44 centimeters. Okay. So actually converting from centimeters, we don't want centimeters, we want meters. So there's actually another lovely little thing that we can use, and that's the metric conversion. So I remember this is from when I was in junior high or high school, I believe. It's kids have dim minds during class Monday. And this is how we convert. I know it's a little ridiculous, but it worked for me. So, and then this here is meters, and it's also liters and grams. Alright, so basically as you move to the right, you move the decimal to the right. As you move to the left, you move the decimal to the left. So we are at centimeters, but we want to be at meters. So here's centimeters, that's millimeters, and here's meters. So we want to move 2 spots to the left to get from centimeters to meters. So what we want to do here is to convert this 91.4 cm to meters, we're going to want to move this decimal back twice. So that means that 1 yard is equal to 0.9144 meters. So now we've got yards to meters. Okay. Now we don't have just 1 yard, we have 4 yards. So we're going to do 4 times 1 yard, because we want to convert 4 yards into meters, is going to equal 0.9144 meters, and we got to multiply that by 4 also. Alright, so that means that 4 yards is going to equal 3.6576 meters. Alright, I think I'm just doing that on my calculator. So there is example 5A. Let's also take a look at example 5 part B. Alright, so here's example 5B. Convert 2.5 tons to pounds. Now, notice over here that 1 ton imperial equals 0.982 tons, T-O-N-N-E-S, in metric. So that's not the same tons that we're used to. It looks like it's pretty close, but not quite. Alright, so we know that, again, we have this in the T-O-N-N-E tons, so we want to convert that into, we're basically converting this from metric into imperial, or again standard. So we want to use the 1 ton equals 1.018 tons. All right. Now, again, we want to convert 2.5 tons, so let's multiply both sides by 2.5. So 2.5 times 1 ton equals 1.018 tons times 2.5. So on the left we get 2.5 tons equals, and we are at 2.545 tons. 2.545 tons. All right. Now we want to turn our tons into pounds. All right. So let's see over here. Here's kilogram. There we go. 1 ton equals 2,240 pounds. So what we can do is take this 2.5 tons over here, and we have 2.545 tons, and we want to convert it into pounds. So what we do is use a little thing called stoichiometry, and we're going to we want to get rid of the tons, so we're going to take this ton here in pounds. These two things are equal, so we're going to set them up as a ratio. So since we want to get rid of the tons, we do 1 ton, and then on the top here we've got 2,240 pounds, right? And again, the reason why we put that one on the bottom and this one on the top is because we want the tons to cancel out, so we end up with pounds, because that's what we want to convert. We want to convert from tons to pounds. So we know that 2.5 tons, and again that's the metric tons, and then we take 2.545 and multiply it by 2240, and we get 5,701 pounds if we round it off. All right, to the nearest pound. All right, and so that's how you would convert for that one. All right, let's take a look at one more example. We're going to take a look at example 6 from page 42. All right, so example 6 from page 42 says that Ben is 6 foot 5 inches tall. Find his height in centimeters. All right, so first thing, we have feet and inches here, so let's convert everything either into feet or everything into inches. Probably a little bit easier to convert into inches, so I'm going to do that. So we know that we've got 6 feet, and we know that for every foot has 12 inches. So let's do 6 times 12 plus our other 5 inches, which gives us that he is 77 inches tall. So now let's convert that 77 inches into centimeters. So we take 77 inches and we're going to multiply it by, do a little stoichiometry. Again, we want to convert from inches to centimeters. So over here we have 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. So since we want to get rid of the inches and turn it into centimeters, we're going to put 1 inch on the bottom, and then we have 2.54 centimeters on top. So again, now the inches will cancel out. So we take 77 by 2, multiply by 2.54 and divide by 1, and we end up finding that he is 195.6 centimeters tall. Alright, and that's all there is for 2C. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.